subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share this video. Leave comments down below. What we'd like to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, is a breaking news from CNN Business by Samantha D. I can't pronounce the last name. It's French. It was updated at 9:21 a.m. Friday, July the 7th, 2023. I believe more content creators will be talking about it. I'm not surprised that Hannibal will be talking about it. Pedro will be talking about it. Maybe Doordash Suck may talk about it, and others. Doordash, GrubHub, and Uber sued the New York City over minimum wage law. And we're going to go ahead and read this article. You can also look it up right there as well and see what's going on with it right there. It's been some ruckus about it and everything, and like I said, DoorDash, GrubHub, and Ubereats, is taking this thing to court. They want to sue the New York City over the minimum wage law. Food delivery platforms, DoorDash, GrubHub, and Ubereats are challenging courts in New York City about the new minimum wage law for app delivery workers. All companies sued the city, maintaining that the law would hurt delivery drivers more than help them. DoorDash and GrubHub filed a lawsuit jointly to the Supreme Court of the state of New York. What's up, Jeremy? How y'all doing today? And everyone else that's in the live chat, give us 5 thumbs up. It's been a while since we did a live show. I thought it was very imperative that I would break this news out, not only in the Mid-South area, but throughout the gig community. I don't know if I'm the first one to talk about it. If I am, I'm surprised that I am. But it's very imperative that we know exactly what's going on. I'm quite sure more content creators will be talking about this. All 3 companies, they suing the city. Appreciate you so much, Jeremy. What's up, Rick and Knight? So all 3 companies are going to sue the city, maintaining that the law would hurt delivery workers more than help them. DoorDash, GrubHub filed a suit jointly, as I was saying earlier, to the Supreme Court in the state of New York, while Uber, the parent company of Ubereats, they filed their lawsuit separately. So while you're in the chat right now, in this live stream, tell me what you think about this thing getting ready to happen. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read some more information out of it. But once again, I'm going to show you where you can find it at. CNN Business News. It's something that all of us might need to be paying attention to. This is something that we need to stay in the loop of. And I want you to voice your opinion, voice your perspective right here in the live chat about what you think about this minimum wage law that they're going to pass in New York, and do you think that it's going to happen in other states as well? And then I'm going to read what was said and what was talked about here. I'm going to do a reaction video after I do my review, investigation, and research. Then I'm going to give you my opinion after that. Not today's video, but I will be doing another video to this because I want to see what other content creators going to say about it. I can tell you who I think going to talk about it. I think Hannibal is Hungry going to talk about it. I think Pedro going to talk about it. I think Hot Facts with Robert Reese going to talk about it. I think Doordash Suck going to talk about it. Hey, who knows? Rideshare Rodeo, they may talk about it. But it's going to be some more content creators talking about this here. What's up, Reese, man? We appreciate you, man. I thought I would go ahead and let people know about what was going on and what I had found out. And I'm going to read what's going on. This is coming from the news, from CNN Business News Live. So I'm just going to read over it. I'm not going to read all of it. I want you to think about this thing. Let this thing digest in. What will it be for the future? of the gig community. What will it be? Future for the gig workers as considered as delivery drivers. And this is what they said. We will not stand by and let the harmful impacts of this earning standards on New York City customers, merchants, and delivery workers. It was intended to support and go unchecked, whatever that means. We and others clearly and repeatedly warned the city that using such a flawed process to underpin its rulemaking would have lasting and harmful effect for all New York workers who use the platform. All right, I was just checking the chat out right quick. I do have people that got wrenches in here, and I want to have a respectable channel, respectable live, and I believe it's going to be like that. And okay, he's going to put it out there pretty soon. All right, he got something out right now. But I want you to tell me what you think about it. It's going to be a whole lot of talk about it, and I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more of this article. The law, which was announced last month, would increase pay for app delivery drivers to $17.96 per hour before tips on July the 12th and raise pay again to nearly $20 per hour in April 2025. Pay would be adjusted annually for inflation. Then the commissioner of the New York's Department of Consumers and Workers Protection said the city laws is designed to support delivery workers. Delivery workers, like all workers, deserve fair pay for their labor. And we are disappointed that Uber, Doordash, and GrubHub and Relay, I never heard of this company before, disagree. She said in a statement that the minimum wage rate will help uplift thousands of workers in New York and their families out of poverty. We look forward to the court's decision and to the apps beginning to pay these workers a dignified rate. DoorDash and GrubHub lawsuit allege that the new regulation is illegal, flawed because it only targets meal delivery services and not grocery delivery services. Wow, that's something to think about right there. It also goes on to say that in this article, DoorDash and GrubHub lawsuits claim that New York City Department of Consumers and Workers Protection analysis of the regulation would add an average of $5.18 per order. The city new laws come after online meal delivery services spiked in popularity during the pandemic. Delivery orders remain higher than the pre-COVID levels. So according to this news release from New York City, food delivery workers currently make $7.09 per hour on the average. There are more than 60,000 food delivery workers working in the city, according to the local government. So I'm going to stop right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a whole lot more going to be discussed. It's going to be different news articles about it being reported, being investigated. All kind of journalists, they're going to jump on top of this here about this minimum wage that's already been passed, a law in New York City. And it also talked about that New York City currently have 60,000 delivery drivers. Now, I'm going to use a little example. If there are 60,000 delivery drivers in New York City, and I'm in New York City, as you can tell, it's hot, I'm sweating. What's up, Brandon? How's everything going, man? Happy Sunday to you as well, my brother. I'm going to have to reach out to you. Our schedule's been kind of tight, so we're going to have to find a great opportune time to where we can get together, because I want to be able to interview you again. But we'll get a chance to talk about it and everything. I've been doing a lot of stuff right now, and I've been changing my schedule. And by changing my schedule, hold on. By changing my schedule, it has done a lot of things. People thought I just fell off the planet. I'm still here. I'm still doing YouTube shorts. Them shorts, what I'm doing is to help educate the beginning drivers and everything. And that's where we want to look at the beginning drivers and inform them with tip information, and strategies on how they can make an income full-time as well as part-time, and all of that. Since I've been doing the gig economy, gig apps and everything, I've been a full-time driver doing them. I also have done it part-time too. And I will be doing also a research on part-time versus full-time and what is the advantage of being a part-time driver, what is the disadvantage of it, what is the advantage of being full-time driver, and the disadvantage of that. But it's going to be a whole lot of talk this year. And this might be one of the top topics of discussion for this year. The wages that delivery drivers should deserve from these gig apps. It's going to be a lot of talk about base pay. It's going to be a lot of talk about peak pay. It's going to be a lot of talk about tips. I seen a guy the other day, he put on YouTube that, he was encouraging, customers, and he was a customer, that they should tip. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth war about that, ladies and gentlemen. And meanwhile, while we having a new tier program, which I will be doing a part 2 too, in certain markets in certain cities, while other cities still is on the diamond program, haven't been touched by earn by time and earn by the order yet. You better make your money while the getting is good. And then you're going to have to learn if that program comes in the market, earned by time or earned by order. So you got 3 different programs going on right now in various parts of the United States, various parts of our market. Okay. So we most definitely now can actually say it's market dependent, because there are some similarities and there are some differences, where the market is different in Texas than it is in Tennessee, and where it's different in Tennessee than it is in California, where it's different in California than it is in Florida, where it's different in Florida than it is in Miami, Nebraska, Kentucky, etc., and etc. There's a lot of things we need to be talking about. There's a lot of things we need to be thinking about on what the future is going to be as a delivery driver working on these gig apps. The government want to get involved. Politicians want to get involved. It's a whole lot of things and topics that a lot of content creators will be talking about throughout the course of this year. I only named a few. Now, I just got through doing a YouTube short. Okay, now I asked the question in my community post: which gig tuber out here will be the first to get 1 million subscribers? And we had a vote on it, and a lot of people think it would be Bentley Coupe. I'm just surprised that nobody voted for your driver, Mike. He has 0 votes. But my opinion, from what I have already seen, and I did a little research, and when I posted the YouTube short, he was at 516,000. He's currently at 517,000. And that gig tuber is the rideshare hub. So he's the closest one right now to getting there. It may be somebody else, but we're going to continue on doing more research about it, and we're going to find out who it is. Either it's in rideshare, either it's in the food delivery service. We're going to find out who it is, because there are content creators. They're not talking about it. They want to be the next content creator to have 1 million views. But this is my suggestion that I want to give them. Don't be giving your audience misleading information, clickbaiting information. Try your best to bring entertainment in a way that your audience can get value from. Always remember that we have to give some kind of value to the subscribers, and they deserve that value from the content creators that they subscribe to, and keeping it real and all of that. I thought I would want to put that out there as well. There's a lot of people that do clickbait material and everything. There's a lot of people giving misleading information. There's a lot of content creators don't even interact with their subscribers. They don't give them a voice on their platform. So think about the things that are valuable to your audience that's giving you that high subscriber count. And I will be talking about two commenters that was on my channel. One is a subscriber, and the other one was just a viewer. And I will start back with the grand slam of the week. And I will give recognition to whatever commenter, whatever they commented in the comment section that intrigued me. We're going to turn it into a video topic. It could be a series. We don't know. It could be a short. It could be a live. Who knows? We like to give back to our subscribers. They deserve the best from their content creator. Giving misleading information is not our best that we can give to the audience. Okay, and clickbaiting material and videos is not giving our best to our audience. Those content creators that's doing those things, misleading their audience, okay, lying to their audience, okay, your audience gonna find you out. Okay, just as simple as that. So all I'm saying is keep it real to the audience that supports you. Keep it real to them. Sometimes we can go off into a detour to where we forget. Content creators can get caught up in that thing. Always remember those who is your loyal subscribers, people that was intrigued with you when you first started putting out your material. And stay true to your content, stay true to yourself, and stay true to your viewers. That's one of the most important things. I will be trying to do interviews with content creators, small as well as large, but we're gonna be gravitating towards the smaller content creators. Their voices need to be heard, their story need to be heard. It's very imperative for them to speak. What is their mission? What was the reason they started doing this type of gig work? What is their experiences that they going through? I want to be able to also, extend the invitation to also Doordash as well. I'm getting in contact with him, Brandon, and a few others that I'm not going to mention at this point. And you might be surprised and shocked who they are. But they're going to keep it real, and I'm going to keep it real, and we're going to bring value to the best of my ability for you. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or nothing like that. We're not even going to go there because we know we're not. We're just doing the best that we can do for you and what we feel that you deserve. We want to work on more of listening to our subscribers, listening to the audience, listening to the viewers, and be able to put those topics here for discussion. I thought about doing a debate show on my channel. I thought about doing drama stories chapter on my channel. Then I retracted from it because I wanted to be more positive than negative. We can disagree with each other without conflict, and it's all right for a person to disagree with you. And we talk about that thing and then talk about it in a civilized way, and get a chance to hear the perspectives from everyone, not just one-sided views and point of views. I know it seemed like that I'm struggling in putting my words together and thoughts together and all of that. It's just that we emotional about this thing and we love what we do. And there's a lot of things we need to worry about, ladies and gentlemen. The government is getting involved. Lawmakers are getting involved. Politicians are getting involved. Now drivers begin to understand maybe they're not independent contractors. I commend Reese and Torp the other day for their live. It was a very interesting and intriguing show. And it opened the eyes of people on looking at things from a different perspective too. It was a lot of truth involved in there. The collaborations of other content creators coming on there wanting to say what they feel was very imperative for the community. And I thank them for it. Bobby, I thank you for it. Gigs, I thank you for it. And all of that. We even thank Dash and Trader for showing up. We're going to give recognition to everyone according to their character. And you may not like how we give that recognition, but I'm giving it according to the character. So if you don't like the type of recognition I give to you, then maybe you need to look at the mirror of the character, which is you. So I don't look for everybody to agree with me. That's all right. And I want to say this here. There's going to be times I'm going to agree with people. There's going to be times I'm going to disagree. I never seen before in this niche or any other niche, that people get mad of the emojis that I give out. The one fist bump, the double fist bump, the triple fist bump, especially the diamond emoji. They went berserk over it. A lot of people, you see what I'm saying? Let's see what we see. Freaking Knight is in here. Okay, blessings to you as well. Brandon, Reese. All right, I'm finishing up this order, about to pick up my wife and my kids are at my grandmom's house for the summer. So we might explore our different territories today, which is a good thing. What's up, Sam, man? I appreciate you for coming in as well. We will be getting our lives back started. I will be making a PSA, public service announcement, on when I'm do them lives. A lot of people was asking me, why did you stop? I didn't really stop because I wanted to go back, just like I told you, that I will be doing some episodes of my shorts, and I will be getting them from videos in the past that can relate to what's going on for today. We kept our word on it. So that's why we're doing that. Now, we have more things that we have to do, more things that we got to do. We're going to be doing interviews with content creators. We're going to be doing interviews with merchant operators, which are managers, employees. I may even have interviews with rideshare drivers. I may have interviews with W-2 employees. What that got to do with our community? It has a whole lot to do with it. All of them been W-2 workers before. Okay. A lot of us that's in the food delivery gig now used to be rideshare drivers. So some of us done worked in the restaurant industry before. As supervisors, managers, even on a corporate level. So also I'm not going to exclude the customer. And I don't know why our community has to be biased, because all of us are customers also. The automobile that you drive, before you bought it, you had to become a customer. Isn't that right? The food that we eat, whether we get it from the grocery store or we get it from a high-end restaurant, that means that you have been a customer as well. So as a customer, some of the things that the drivers are doing to customers, as a customer, how would you feel if you've been violated as a customer? So don't forget where you came from as well. That's the notice we want to put out there on the map right now. Sometimes we are entitled, that we feel like we too elite to accept some of the smaller things in life. But that's where we started from, right? Now, I'm not going to preach to you. I just got to say what's on my heart today. And people need to start thinking about these things and quit trying to play reverse psychology with people and thinking that the people don't realize that's what you're doing. Because you're inferior. You're intimidating. So you feel like you need to insult others. Because you're the one is intimidated. You the one is in fear. You the one is in panic mode. Feel what I'm saying? So you feel like you need to insult somebody else to feel good. I gotta laugh about that stuff. I've been listening to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I've been keeping silent on things. Because I want to go in a direction to where we're gonna have to come together. On a lot of the things that's going to happen in the future of being a delivery worker. Are you an independent contractor or an independent employee? That's a question we got to ask one another. Do you want to have control of your own destiny? Then if you want to have control of your own destiny, that means you're going to have some kind of ownership of it. Ownership of your finances. Ownership of your property. I'm not talking about leasing and renting. I'm talking about titles and deeds. Titles and deeds, ladies and gentlemen. Titles and deeds is what we need to be thinking about. So let me look through the chat line right quick, see what's going on. What's up, Charles D? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. All right, see you. I can't pronounce it now. I don't want to mess your name up, man. So I apologize. How you doing today as well? TFT, what's going on, my brother? And everything. What's good to all? Big shout outs to Rev, Reese, and all the gang. I appreciate it, man. I miss you guys. I miss doing the lives. I miss doing the interaction. I miss doing my ride-alongs, live ride-alongs, where you get a chance to see me in the grocery store, doing shopping delivery, talking to the merchants. You see what I'm saying? We missed that, man. And we're going to get back out there. Yeah, title and deeds, man. Once you got titles and deeds, then you have ownership. It could be just a piece of land or a piece of dirt. But you got a title and deed on that dirt, that's yours, right? Okay. Yeah, that's what we need to be working for, ladies and gentlemen. Having ownership. Ownership. What's up, Thomas, man? I'm glad to see you today, brother, in the chat line. Now I got an opportunity to speak to you and everything. Hopefully in our next live, we can be able to get together. I want to do an interview with you, brother, that we talked about in the past. You got a lot of valuable information out there. And I hope that you let me be the first one to do that interview with you. Yeah. Because after you do that interview with me, it's going to be a lot of other content creators going to want to do an interview with you. And if they don't, then they're going to miss out on a good information and resource that you can give to the community. I'm glad you're part of this community, man. And we thank you for what you do. We thank you for what you do. And like he said, we will talk soon. Yes, we will talk soon. And everything. And it's just beautiful, man, when you can be able to communicate with your subscribers, with your audience, man, what is on a live chat, what is in a ride along. What's up, Tom? I must have missed somebody. If I miss anybody, Reese, just let me know, man. Give them a shout out. I don't want to miss nobody in here. I don't want to miss anybody in here. All right. Because what we doing, man, we trying to provide for our families. Future for them grandchildren. Leave a legacy. You got to have titles and deeds, though. You got to have some paperwork of ownership. And when you're dealing with contractual agreements and all of that, make sure that you have 2 of them law and legal dictionaries that you need. Okay? Stop listening to the Walmart lawyers out here. If that's not their profession, then you need to get you one. And do your own study and research as well. That's what we got to do. You're going to have to learn things for yourself as well. That means you're going to have to do your own research, your own digging up and information and all of that. Know the difference between what seems true and what is true. That's what we got to do. I'm keeping it as real as I possibly can keep it. And I told you that I was going to be doing channel sections or channel branching of different categories on my channel. That people might say, man, I don't want to look at drama, but I want information. I don't want to look at debates, but I want to hear the news. So we're going to have a different variety of things that you can have a choice to listen to or want to watch. I think that'll be a good, valuable content to give to your audience. You're giving them a variety of selections of what they want to look at or their interest and to be intrigued. That's the reason why I went ahead and did part 1 about the new tier program. And I still got to do a part 2 as well as a part 3. So people can hear and understand where everything is coming from. And all of that. Let me see who else is talking there. Titles and deeds, indeed. Titles and deeds. I was the head of manager of Bank of America for titles and deeds for homes, which is why I did my thing with Solo to have those homes buy it. Yes, Reese, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that one day. Yeah, I can still do YouTube Live. I can just see. I already got it on waiting for guest mode. I already have phone numbers. See, with YouTube Live as of right now, which is different than StreamYard, my link, I can give it to who I choose to be on this show. Can't nobody smash it at once. And I like it like that. That keeps control of your channel as well. When things try to get out of hand, what's up, Kevin? It look like you got a new car. No, it's not a new car, brother. This is one of my old school cars. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You can you guys guess what type of car it is? What name brand it is? I ain't asking anybody in my city to say it. Don't reveal it. I want somebody else to tell. Not nobody from this city. About a little bit that you're looking at right now and everything. Tell me what you think, what kind of vehicle it is. I gotta leave right now, Rev. My premiere is about to start. Okay, brother, go ahead and take care of your business. We're gonna come on that in as well. Check out your premiere and all of that. Appreciate the support, man, and everything. And appreciate you for being a good friend. Not only a good friend, he's one of my best friends. Him, TFT, and a few others out there. A lot of people use the term friend too loosely. A lot of people say that sometimes you got to be at a person's home, sit down and have dinner with them, You know what I'm saying? Go and visit them and all of that. Not necessarily true. It's the things that you share and interact with and experience together in life. That's how this thing works. It looked like a Buick. No, brother. It's not a Buick at all. Not a Buick at all, bro. Not a Buick at all. It's old school. We're not bragging. It's an old school vehicle. You know, we trying to take care of the best of our ability. You know, the other vehicle, you know, we got to get some work done on it. But no, it's not a Buick. I just showed you what it was. You know, old school too. Old school. Old school. You know, we're gonna treat it the same way we treat any other vehicle, man. We're not gonna let it change my behavior, attitude, and personality. Been having this vehicle for a minute, and I'm still that same person. You know, so that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, we have to take care, man, and be mindful how we treat one another. You know, respect should be something honored. Then being, hold on, kind of looks like a Toyota Camry interior too. New looking to be old. Well, you know, you got to take care. You got to take care of your vehicle though. One day we may do a live and do a walkthrough and everything. You know, because I got the same kind of camera in here that I had in my other vehicle. You know, yeah, I got the same kind of camera. This one, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna reveal too much. Is it a Caddy or a Lincoln OG? No, it's not. It's not. It's not a Lincoln. Yeah, yeah. They didn't see it. They didn't see it sin. I'm gonna do it again. That's what it is. Old school. It's old school and everything. Yeah. You know, that's another thing, people. When we get things, properties and stuff, you know, houses and stuff. I had one once before, clothes and everything, and a lot of us can testify that, you know, we keep. You wouldn't believe this cap on top of my head is 8 years old. It's how you take care of things. What's up, my own perspective, man? You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you in here and everything and all of that. He still said camera. I didn't show that's a camera symbol. You know, see, I think old school. Yep. It's 2000. It's 2001, 2001, 2002. They look basically the same. You know, TFT. I appreciate TFT. I want to say this right here, man, on the air, man. You've been a good friend, and I feel like you're a best friend on and off the scene. You know, we share some moments together. That's what people don't understand. You can share moments together in that person's life that changes the situation for the better. When you get that life-changing experience, relationship with another person, and you can relate to them and it inspire you to be a better person, that's what it's all about. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. You know, it's all good. Like I said, one day I'll do a live and everything, show the setup and all of that in it. Features also got a what they call first aid kit that I can pull out with the armrest in the back and everything. So I want delivery drivers to think about when I talk about my safety videos and stuff. Think about having a first aid kit and think about having an emergency kit. You know, I don't know which one of us is gonna do it first. It might be Roy, it might be me. You know, Roy getting ready to do a channel that is gonna be very intriguing to me. Um, you know, we talked about the bug out bag. He knows what I'm talking about. And I want to utilize a mini bug out bag as a emergency kit in your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? In case the crisis hit the fan. You know, so we want to be able to talk about safety videos, um, your personal safety. You know, all of us be glued to our phones a little too much. I agree, Rev. When I used to take care of my shoes, my dad always pointed towards his white sneakers that he had over 20 years, trying to tell me the same thing that you saying about that. hat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, it's how you take care of your stuff, man. You know, how you wash it, washing versus dry cleaning, and all that. I'm not saying anything that's new. We all heard the stories and stuff. It's just how you take care, you know, just like this GrubHub shirt. I done had it for 3 years. You see, so yeah. And then things do wear out. Things do wear out too now, you know, but there are some things that you can conserve. I mean preserve. And if you keep it close to mint condition, you can get more for it. You know, comic books for instance. I got comic book collection. I passed them down to my son, you know, and some of them 20-year-old comic books, 10-year-old comic books, they still look like they was fresh from the press because I took care of them, put it in a protector and all of that. Now, the one that I wanted to read about it, I got a cheaper version of that comic book, and I could just go through it like that there. You know, when I want to get rid of, if he want to get rid of, you know, to sell them or whatever, he's gonna get top dollars for it because of it being in mint condition. You know, it's just, you know, some things in life you can't always keep in mint condition. You know, first and foremost, let's talk about this thing that we do: delivery driving, putting all the miles on the vehicle. We're not keeping it in mint condition. You know, so wear and tear. And we talk about wear and tear about our vehicles, but we forget about the wear and tear of our body. We forget about the wear and tear of our mental state. And a lot of drivers, you notice if you watch a lot of content creators, they look like they're angry all the time, or they have that look of anger and anxiety because it is stress in doing this as well, people. And I want to be able to talk about those things as well. I'm not saying I'm no psychiatrist. We're not claiming that. We're not claiming that we some type of nutritionist. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna claim that we know lawyer. We know we're not that, you know, but we're only gonna share what we have experienced and everything in life and give it to you as real as possible. And I miss these lives, you know, I really do. And I will be back doing more of them. I will make announcements. I apologize that I didn't make an announcement about the morning show and everything. I enjoyed the morning show. I enjoyed you guys being on the morning show. I enjoyed us sharing the experience of doing a ride along together. You know, where you see the surreal out there, automobile accident. You know, this is life. The things that happen in life, you see it while you're trying to make this money in the course of the day. The slow times, the slow hours, the difficulties in going in and out of these restaurants. You know, interacting with merchants, interacting with customers, interacting with your own delivery competition drivers. You know, we try to keep that as realistic as possible. I think you get more value out of those type of ride along. That's not knocking nobody else thing what they do, because I came up with the idea watching them. You feel what I'm saying? So I give recognition to that. Reason why where I'm at today with my ideas and creativity. But I thought it was very imperative that I told you about that news. You know, I'm not saying they ain't put it out there yet. All of us might have put it out there at the same time. Let's see, can I pull it? Let's see, can I pull it up again? Okay, let's see, can I pull it up again? There it is, CNN Business News, and they did it on 9:21 a.m. Friday, July 20th, July the 7th, 2023. Doordash, GrubHub, and Uber sued the New York City over minimum wage law. That's going to be a big topic. That right there going to be a big topic. And we all need to have something to say about it. We all need to talk to each other about it. I want to hear people's perspective on it. I will be doing a reaction video to this live. I got my first aid kit and toolbox behind my seat also. Have a tire inflator and other odds and ends. That's right. That's right, TFT. That's right. That's right. That's right. My own perspective. Oh snap! I really looked at it longer. My bad. Let me find out you got an old S series. He fell out laughing. You know what? I gotta look outside. I forgot what series this is. You know, he might be on to it. Okay, Nate dog, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's much love, my brother? Love the hat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got this hat, like I said, years ago, man, at College Station. You know what I'm talking about. They had College Station over there at South Haven over there. I got the last edition of this cap. You know what I'm saying? That's what they told me. But I heard it's still some out there. So, you know. But they got a black one too. That bad boy cold. That bad boy cold. Gotta represent them dogs, man. Gotta represent them, you know, and everything. And I heard that you've been doing good, man, off in the area and in the city as well. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get you on here as well, man. You know, also. You know, you've been a big inspiration to me, man. The times that we talked and everything and the motivation. Oh, you want to know how much I paid for? That's a good question. I tell you that off the scene. If he's talking about the hat, I believe. Yeah, I talk about that off the scene. Yes, indeed. You know, we've been okay. Okay, hold on. What music? I don't have no music in the background. That's that stuff outside. I don't have no music. Yeah, I'm in the neighborhood, man. Get ready to go out here, man, and go to the Mexican restaurant and enjoy some good Mexican food at Meal Playboy. You know, get that chicken and veggie, man, and the Mexican sausage with that Spanish rice. Mm-mm-mm. I love you guys out there, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. You know, stay true to yourself, man. You know, and life struggles. We can overcome. You know, we just have to take it one day at a time. A lot of us have to take it one moment at a time. Some of us have to take it one step at a time and one heartbeat at a time. Really, all of us got to do that. Would you be out today, but dealing large limb, tearing down fences? I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. You know, I'm gonna be out there, man. How has it been for you, man? Because there's been a lot of oversaturation of drivers and everything. A lot of drivers that was making $200, $300 a day. They got to put in a whole lot of hours to do it. You know, I think that we all got to change with the seasons as the seasons change. We know school out and everything. A lot of things change during that time frame. People go on vacations and all that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can still cherry pick and multi app. That's the thing that I want to address in part two. I don't know where they get it from that cherry picking is dead. You know, and multi app is dead. You're gonna still be able to multi app. You're gonna still be able to cherry pick. Now, if you was catfishing for orders, just sitting and waiting, you gonna start that vehicle up. You have to make them wheels move to make that money. You know what I'm saying? And I never know. Well, the only reason why they got away with it then because of the pandemic. I never could see how you could get away with it before the pandemic and after it. Because see, I understand that the word cash flow means money got to circulate. And if you following the money like you say you following the money, that means you got to move around to make that money. You know, that been some misleading information as well. I always got my money on the run. And I never did get it sitting still. I was losing money trying to get it sitting still, even as a multi-app. So, you know, different cities, super metro areas and all of that, where it's more orders than it is drivers, yeah, you might can get away with doing it. But the game changing though, and that's what we want to talk about. And we've been talking about the game was changing a year ago, from 10 months to a year ago. That's the reason why I'm coming out with my short videos. Pay attention to what they saying. It talks about my experience leading up to the things that's happening today. I heard some people talking about in their conversation, group discussion on a panel about the DoorDash revolution. How is he getting all them diamond orders? And I was doing it on a live stream show, ladies and gentlemen. So how can you question how he's doing it when I'm telling you how I'm doing it? You know, it ain't no way he can be getting all them orders like that there. How come it isn't? I'm not the only driver that done it. You know, once you understand how to read and comprehend what you see on your DoorDash app, and I'm gonna leave it like that, you got to figure out what I'm talking about. I done gave out so much sauce, free information. You feel what I'm saying? People told me, man, you should have been charging folks, and they're right. I should have, but it was free information. You know, I wanted to give that value to people with free information. Then I got attacked, got assaulted by people verbally. You know, people wanted to go to war with me for giving you this information and stuff because they knew that the competition, if they didn't want to know this information, it was going to make it more difficult for them to make money. You know, so I feel that everybody deserves to make an honest living, take care of their families, and all that. Always been that way. In the warehouse, always been that way. Even when I was a supervisor, I always treated people good and I always tried to do for the people. You know, but jealousy is what it is. You know, it is what it is and all that. And I see it everywhere, man, in our world, man. You got dishonest people in our world, man. That's the reason why I said the key word in my last video, that dishonest people don't come in one race. You know what I'm saying? It touches everybody, male, female, black, white, rich, poor, doesn't matter. It's dishonest people everywhere in our world. Everywhere. But I'm going to have to let you guys go, man. I just wanted to let you know that, you know, I'm not even going to set DoorDash Revolution back because I never was gone. You know, we just rearranging and reorganizing my channel. It's under construction right now. What we dealing with the infrastructure of how I'm going to be putting my content out in different categories and stuff. And before I leave you, Tony Shu had an interview. He was in an interview with the rideshare guy. Pay attention to that video. You notice they don't talk about the multiple programs as the multiple programs. They talk about the multiple DoorDash programs as categories. Okay. Categories. But they were multiple programs and they were derived from the other apps. There were certain questions that was not asked to Mr. Tony Shu. Okay. That's not knocking the rideshare guy at all. Because the interviewee have conditions on how they want to do an interview with you if I were to be interviewed by you. There are certain things I don't want to talk about in my interview. Let's talk about this instead. That's with interviewee, you know. So I'm gonna be that way if people want to interview me. There's gonna be certain conditions and certain things I want to talk about, certain things I do not want to talk about if I'm gonna be interviewed by you. Now, those that I want to interview, I'm gonna have to talk to them. They're gonna lay down some terms and conditions on what they want to discuss and what they don't want to discuss. Then as an interviewer, I'm gonna have to lay mine down as well. You know, I'm not gonna have an interview where we're gonna be bashing other people. You know, I'm gonna have that one-on-one interview. So people won't be clicking the link, think they're gonna crash my interviews. Is not gonna happen. I got rules, principles, and standards. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my interview to turn into a debate show. I can have a section on my channel for that. I don't want my interview to turn into drama. I can have a section for that if I want that on my channel. So my thing is, we want to give that valuable information that people is used to coming from the DoorDash revolution when they first found out about the DoorDash revolution. So yes, there's a different level of cherry picking. And I may not reveal it on YouTube. That's the reason why we're going to come up with another channel and everything. Those that are subscribers, they will be off in that. They will be off on that channel free of charge because they're subscribers. Those who aren't subscribers, go ahead and pay a little small fee to get that information. It's all about the mutual exchange of information. We should all be here together to try to learn as much as we can about the mechanisms of the algorithm and see if we can make more dollars for our people. Yeah, I agree, Thomas. And that interview you and I'm going to have, we going to have, like I said, we got to do phone call conversations and everything. Then first you got to agree. But I hope that I'll be the first guy to interview. We talked about doing an interview before this day came. So hopefully that you'll do it with me, man. And hopefully there will be others want to do that interview with you as well. I have learned to pause Dasher's app while I'm on the app orders and have raised my AR from 23% to 27%, working towards 50%. So you remind me over a year ago, Nate Dogg, that was one of the hardest things for the DoorDash revolution to do. And it was one of the hardest things for the DoorDash revolution to go through. And I did it. I had to eat some humble pie. It was a bitter pill to swallow, and I'm glad you brought that up because now I have a newer phone and face-to-face capabilities. Let's try to set it up. Okay, brother, we will. I still think I got your phone number, but text me anyway to make sure that we do, and we're going to set that up. We're going to set that up, set the date up, and we're going to get that going. I thank Thomas so much for all the metrics that he do when he's in this business. He's not doing it as a side hustle. When you're doing it as a business and you got to pay your taxes, you're making sure your ledgers of bookkeeping information is up to par. When I was running a home improvement business, I had a ledger. I had a choice to do a single data entry level ledger or double data entry. And I chose the single. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that you got to have your books all lined up so you can get the most money that you can make when you're running a business. And I'm not going to put down here that I'm a business guru either. No, that's one of the disclaimers as well. We're not claiming that. We're just sharing that I had that experience before, and I know what it's like trying to run your own business. It's a whole lot different than if I was doing it as a side hustle. I got to care about my clients. I want to have residual clients. Let me open that door back. I got to have residual clients. Okay, those residual clients that's paying me good, paying me well. I want to keep them happy. I want to keep their service. Why you can't do the same thing in this here? I done it. Many other drops, they done it. That was the secret sauce right there. Getting repeated clients, and I told you how to do it. Also showed you too. And I still hear this panel sit here and say, we don't see how he done it. We don't see how he kept getting diamond orders back to back, back to back. There's been times I did 15 in a row. Other drivers had did 17 to 20 in a row. Better at the game than me. And I'm not mad at them. But they said they learned from me. They learned something and they was able to tailor it into their way of doing it. And it helped them maximize even more. And they good at it. And I'm going to have them talk to you about it. when I let them tell their stories, their testimonies. You know what I'm saying? Their experience, their voice need to be heard. So when you hear it from other people and you're not hearing it from these lips here, then, and maybe then you can change the way you think. You see? So that's what we do. We want to get involved. We want to get people involved to share their stories, share their perspectives, share their experiences. You see, to where you can't sit there and say it's not true when everybody else is telling you this is my story. How can I tell that man what he experienced in life is not true if I wasn't around that man or female? Especially when they're showing you proof. That's what it's all about. Let me see what else off in the comments right quick. Yeah, Thomas, we're going to get this set up. We're going to get that locked in. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and they keep doing it, man. It took me 10 months, brother. 10 months, 5 attempts. You know, I just didn't believe in accepting 100 orders all at once. I just didn't believe in doing it the Hell Week style, even though I did it one time. I said, that ain't the way to go. That's not knocking Sin City, you know, but that's not the way to go. And it wasn't for me. And he still got valuable information out there. He knows pretty much what's going on with the tier programs. He also talked about it leading up to it. But that pyramid technique he talking about, he wasn't the only one with that. There was somebody else before him, and I might reveal who it was. But I promised that I wouldn't reveal it. So I just want to put it out that he wasn't the only one talking about the pyramid technique and all that other stuff. So we just hadn't heard nobody else tell us that but him. I just want to put that on notice. It's definitely not jealousy because, like once a person said, jealousy, putting it on as a perfume, it don't smell good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I enjoy you guys. Hate to even let you go, but we're going to get back on our show. Check out the short that we just put out. I asked the question, which gig tuber will have 1 million subscribers first? I reveal my answer off in that short. And you're going to be amazed of, okay, that guy's at that, but he didn't say nothing about this person. I want to find out who is the closest. Who is the closest? Because it might be somebody that got more than 517,000 subscribers. Might be somebody I don't know about. Let us know so we can put them on the map and let that be made known. It isn't a secret anymore. We know that there's a gig tuber out here want to be the next Mr. Beast, want to get that million subscribers. I done put it out there. Your boy, the Doordash Revolution. So you guys take care, man. Do the best you can with life, man. Do the best you can with your circumstances. When all that negativity is around you, you don't have to let negativity control your destiny. Peace, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.